Mike Silver insinuated that Deebo Samuel's anger and his trade request, his burning desire to get paid now, is at least partially or maybe primarily a result of the quarterback's switch, in the sense that Deebo knows that Garoppolo can get him the ball and will do it a lot, and maybe doesn't have that confidence in Trey Lance. That's exactly what Mike Silver insinuated. What do you think of that? He even said, look, I haven't heard this. This is just, me sort of putting the tea leaves together. I really look forward to getting in the locker room so I can find out more about this. He even said this is a theory, but he thinks it pretty much makes sense. He was very confident in this theory.
I think that he's partially right in the sense I do think the quarterback situation does have to do with something why Deebo is angry. I think Deebo wants to get paid, and because of the quarterback situation, there's not money there to pay him because he can't afford to put the new Deebo contract on the roster. Deebo is upset because he wants to get paid. It has nothing to do with who the hell the quarterback is. He wants his money. That's why he's upset. And I'm not texting Deebo or anything, but I'm pretty confident that that's the issue. I don't think it has to do with Trey Lance. I don't think it has to do with Jimmy. I think he just wants to get his money.
Look, I don't know. Maybe Silver knows something. I'm not discounting this. Maybe Silver knows something. Maybe Deebo feels like, look, Jimmy's limited, but it works between us. And I put up great numbers with Jimmy. I'm a little nervous to see what this is going to look like without him. Maybe that's true. But if that's the case, Deebo, let me just point out to you that the reason you have to play running back so much is because of Jimmy. You can't win with Jimmy as your quarterback if you're playing wide receiver. You have to play running back with Jimmy there. That's just the facts. You may not understand that, but that's true. And the reason you can't win with Jimmy playing at wide receiver with Jimmy as your quarterback is because you can't trust him to throw the ball more than 25 times a game. He's going to keep forcing that ball to you on those slants, and one of those is going to get picked off by a linebacker or safety. Kyle doesn't trust him. So you keep running the same slants. That's great. You're great at that. But with Trey Lance, you're going to get the ball near the sideline sometimes, down the field sometimes. I think actually he's going to get you. He's going to be like Magic Johnson entering the Lakers and just making everyone's jobs easier. All of a sudden, everyone's going to get these layups, and your layups are going to be 30 yards down the field as opposed to catching the ball between three guys, 7 yards past the line of scrimmage, and then breaking 4 tackles. Like, yeah, you can do that. That's amazing, man. But I really think Trey's going to make your job easier. As long as you can catch the ball, you can catch the ball, right, Deebo?
And he probably make your career. You may have more longevity with him because you're going to be having less contact.
Yeah, I really feel that Trey Lance can do for Deebo what Matthew Stafford did for Cooper Kupp. This idea, romanticizing what Jimmy brings to an offense and his fit and this and that. It's like romanticizing Jared Goff, and no one does that for Jared Goff because it's ridiculous. But they do it for Jimmy because he's just so, men always say this, and my wife always rolls her eyes like, why do they? He's just so handsome. He's just such a good-looking guy. It's like, what does that have to do with anything? My wife, she always hears, she's like, oh, here we go again. Men love Jimmy Garoppolo, and they always talk about how I don't get it. What? I don't know what it is. It's very weird, and my wife is always, it makes her laugh. Anyway, people talk that way about Jared Goff. No one said, oh, what a face. We want that face. He's just handsome Jared Goff. And no one romanticized. Well, Cooper Kupp. When you take Jared Goff off this team, Cooper Kupp isn't going to get the balls. Like, what a joke. Anyway, I think that's exactly how I feel about this. Maybe Deebo disagrees. I think probably being a little, I don't know. I think if Kyle doesn't express confidence, then how's anyone else in the team going to express all-in confidence in Trey, right? Kyle, you set the tone, bud. Andy Reid set the tone as well in a different way.